In today's video, we'll solve a classic exponential equation that challenges many students. The equation is x squared equals 8 to the power x. Pause the video and see if you can solve it yourself before we continue. Let's begin by writing the equation more mathematically. X squared equals 8 to the x. To solve for x, we first rewrite the equation in mathematical symbols. Notice that 8 can be rewritten as 2 to the third power. Let's substitute that in so the base of the exponent is consistent. The equation becomes x squared equals 2 to the 3x. To bring down the exponent and solve for x, take the logarithm of both sides. Remember, you can use the natural log or the logarithm to base 2, whichever is more convenient. Here, we'll use the base 2 logarithm. Taking the base 2 log of both sides gives us log base 2 of x squared equals 3x. We can use the exponent rule for logarithms. The log base 2 of x squared is the same as 2 times log base 2 of x. We now have an equation involving x on both sides. Let's write it as 2 times log base 2 of x minus 3x equals 0. One way to solve this is to make a graph of both sides and look for the intersection. Let's plot the function f of x equals 2 log base 2 of x minus 3x. On the horizontal axis, we have x. On the vertical axis, we have f of x. We'll plot the function and look for points where it crosses the x-axis. Those will be our solutions. We see the graph crosses the x-axis in 2 places, indicating 2 real solutions. For small x, try x equals 1. If we plug in x equals 1, 2 times log base 2 of 1 is 0, minus 3 times 1 is negative 3, so that's negative. If we try x equals 2, 2 times log base 2 of 2 is 2, minus 3 times 2 is negative 4. This is still negative. Let's try a value in between, like x equals 0.5. For an exact answer, let's try to solve the equation algebraically. Substitute x equals 2 to the t, so that log base 2 of x becomes t. This means 2 times t minus 3 times 2 to the t equals 0. Or 2 times t equals 3 times 2 to the t. Let's try integer values of t. If t is 0, x equals 1. That's not a solution because 2 times 0 minus 3 times 1 is negative 3. If t equals 1, x equals 2, plug in and get 2, minus 3 times 2 is negative 4. If t equals 2, x equals 4. 2 times 2 minus 3 times 4 is 4 minus 12, also negative. But as t increases, 2 to the t increases very quickly, making this negative. That tells us the solutions are between x equals 0 and x equals 1, and another, possibly, in the negative, but x must be positive for the log to exist. So, the only possible positive solutions are between 0 and 1, and possibly a larger value, which occurs before x equals 3. Let's use guess and check or graphically estimate the result. But since this is a math enrichment challenge, see if you can find both real solutions yourself either with a calculator or graphing tool. And that is how you solve x squared equals 8 to the x. Thanks for learning with us. Exponential equations are tricky, but breaking them into familiar parts, like converting to the same base and using logs, makes them much more approachable.